What's up, you guys? Super Misfit. It is hot here in Texas today. Been burning up in the garage, getting some stuff done. If you guys been following the channel, then you know I'm installing the Highly Terminator X Max into my 68 Camaro. But it's a few things that I was missing that I'm gonna need for the kit. One of those things being a fuel pump relay and also a relay for my fans. So now this the catch about the relay. So when you go to looking for relays, somebody might say, "Oh, I can sell you a relay for let's say in my example, I'm doing a supercharger." Somebody would say, "Oh, I got the relay built specifically for the Bosch heat exchanger pump or a fuel pump relay or any kind of relay in particular." Our relays pretty much have the same function. And you could build you a relay for anything that you want to build one for. Now you can buy these right here from the store. They will come with about this much wire right here. It comes in two separate parts. You could buy the lower part, and then you would also have to buy the relay. These are the relays that I normally run with. This is a 4-pin. It's a whole lot easier to find a 5-pin at AutoZone, but this is the 5-pin. The lower part that goes on the relay, it comes in a kit directly from AutoZone. It will come with about this much wire hanging off of it. You would have to extend the wires. I'm gonna have a picture of that pop up here in a second on the video. Also, like I say, you get these relays from AutoZone. About to have one of those pop up here shortly in the video. Now, another safety precaution that you can use when you're running this is an inline fuse. They also sell those at AutoZone or O'Reilly. You can buy you one. It's pretty much what it looks like. These are about maybe $3 or $4. I'll have the part number pop up in the video shortly. Now that you have that out the way, you have to understand exactly how a relay works. Now, on the actual relay itself, if you look inside of here, it has numbers. Closer so you guys can see. As you can see, we got 30, 85, 87, and 86. Those are the ones that we're gonna be using. So the exact stuff that I just showed you, 30 is gonna sit here at the bottom, 85 will sit over in that corner, 87 will sit up high, and 86 will sit over here. And 87A is in the center just in case you have to buy the 5-prong relay that'll go directly in here, but you don't have to use 87. So as you can see on our drawing, what we have is plug this back up real quick, you guys. All right, so now you can see here on our illustration, what I have is number 87 is gonna go to whatever device it is that you're gonna be running. Now this is set up for something that's positive triggered. Now it's also a reversal side to this. I'm gonna show you guys that in a second as well. But the positive trigger is gonna come off of 86. 87 is gonna go to the actual device that you're using if you're gonna be using a positive trigger relay. 87 is gonna go to the actual device. From the device, you'll have 87 going into the device. Device will already be grounded. 85 will be a ground. 30 is gonna come down through the inline fuse, 30 amp fuse to the battery. And of course the battery is grounded. So now here we have our battery set up at the station. So I got this little clip here coming from the battery. Now this hot wire coming from the battery is going all the way up to our inline fuse and going to number 30 right there on the lower part. So that's 30 coming down through the inline fuse, coming all the way around into the battery. This white wire that you see right here is coming out of 86. This is our trigger wire. Basically, a key on or whatever you have sending the signal that's coming through is gonna trigger your pump to come on. So for me, it would be going to my ECM, because my ECM, once I turn my ignition over, it's gonna send the signal, the trigger down to the relay and get this thing going. 85 is the ground. As you can see, we got that going directly to the battery as well. That's grounded. And for our device, we pretty much gonna use this test light. It's pretty much the exact same thing. We have a test light grounded as we would have a device grounded. Now the first thing that we have to do is connect our number 87 to our device, which is gonna basically be the test light right here. Now that those two are touching, oh, we just lost our ground. Snap this back up real quick, you guys. Fight on here. All right, now we back grounded. We're gonna touch these two together right here. Now, once I send the signal, which is gonna be coming from our white wire, this light should light up. You'll hear the relay click and the light will cut on. And that's pretty much all it takes to wire up a relay. So now we finna get into a ground trigger relay. The only thing that reverse pretty much is over here, you don't have the trigger. The trigger is gonna be the ground. 86 is gonna go to a key on source that's go around. And let's just say, for example, fans with a lot of the LS engines, those are ground triggered. So let's just say you have your fans right here. Let's say you have a fan. Yeah, I know that ain't the prettiest fan ever, but you guys get the idea. So 87 is gonna go to the positive side of your fan. From your fan, you're gonna ground those. Let's just say to the chassis, anything like that, something like that. Get you a good ground. And that's pretty much how you're gonna set that up. So this is our device here. We're gonna use this again as an example. We already got the device grounded. We have our power coming from pin 30 on the relay. This here is going to be 87. 87 is going to go to our device, to the fan. So you just set that in there. '86 is going to be key on, and the ground is going to be our trigger. So let's say we turn the car over. Now we have key on power. Now we're gonna ground, send the ground signal through. You should hear the relay click and the light come on. And that's how you do a ground trigger relay. So basically the exact same thing as the positive trigger relays, is these two operate in reverse. So now that we done making our own relays, we finna talk about the GM standalone dual fan relay. I got it sitting somewhere around here. And that's gonna be this right here. This is the relay box, as you can see in the illustration. This pigtail right here is what's gonna go to the ECM. So you can extend your green and blue wires that come from the ECM all the way up to the pigtail. If you can find it whole like this in the junkyard, I do advise that you keep this pigtail and make life a whole lot easier moving forward whenever you wanna disconnect stuff. So we have this here. These are gonna be our ground signals that I was telling you guys about. It's gonna come directly from the computer to send the signal to the fan. Here, as you can see, we have the constant coming off of the standalone. It's gonna be our constant hot. So that's gonna go here on the battery. Then we have our grounds coming up next. See, we got the ground. And here we have our fans. So these will plug directly into your fans. Just give you guys an example of how this will go. So you're gonna run your ground from the harness to wherever you're gonna ground that at. I believe this might be the positive side of our little fan harness here. Set that there. Back to the clip. All right, this from the battery to our constant hot. All right, make sure we got power there. So see here. Now if this light come on, that means that this fan is on. I don't know which connector specifically that one there was, but we're gonna get to the bottom of it real quick. Set that there. Now once this here is grounded, so what's that light? Bingo. And there you can see our fan is on. So with the GM standalone harness, once you run the ground and the constant hot, it's pretty simple. You run these to your ECM. Once your computer sends the signal, there you go, we got the fans on. And that's pretty much all it takes to run the GM standalone. So that's a whole lot quicker. It's a nice little setup. It's built standalone, like I said. You can find these in Yukons, Tahoes, a lot of the 3rd gen LS engine trucks with the electric fans come with this setup. Let me see what this thing. So, here we have it, you guys. We run the GM standalone harness. Now, a lot of people that got hip, they know what these are now, so you may have to pay a nice little penny for these, but if you can get in the junkyard and find them, a lot of times the people at the desk don't really know too much of what's going on. And they'll sell you one of these for 20 bucks, 40 bucks the most I ever paid for one. But online, these things are like 180 bucks. But again, this is a standalone harness. It'll work with pretty much any application. You just plug it up and you're good to go.